It began with silence. Not the kind of silence that makes you feel calm, but the kind that makes your skin crawl, as if the entire world had suddenly stopped breathing. He sat across from me, his eyes trembling with something that I couldn't name, fear, awe, or maybe both. His voice cracked as he whispered, "I had contact. They came for me." At first, I thought it was madness. But then, the way his hands shook, the way his breathing caught, it felt like I wasn't just listening to a story. I was standing at the edge of something unknown, something bigger than myself. He wasn't telling this for attention. He was telling it like a man who had seen the impossible and could no longer unsee it. He described the first night when everything began. The air was heavy, charged with static, like before a lightning storm. Only there was no storm. The sky was clear, the stars sharper than ever, as if someone had drawn them closer to Earth. That's when he noticed it, an unnatural glow hovering above the treeline. It wasn't moving like a plane or a drone. It pulsed, alive, breathing almost. Against every instinct that screamed at him to run, he stayed, frozen, because deep down, something inside whispered, "You've been waiting for this." The light grew, brighter and brighter, until it swallowed the darkness around him. He shielded his eyes, but curiosity kept them half open. And then, shadows. Not human, not animal. Shapes he couldn't quite define, bending the light, walking within it. His chest tightened, his pulse pounded. He wanted to scream, yet no sound came out. Instead, there was only one thought echoing in his mind, one impossible realization: they are not of this world. When he spoke of their presence, it wasn't the monsters from our movies, nor the friendly visitors some people dream about. It was something far stranger. He said their form was fluid, shifting, as if reality itself didn't know how to hold them in place. And yet, they were aware of him. A consciousness pressed against his own, not through words, but through a force that felt like thought being poured directly into his mind. He said it was overwhelming, like staring into the ocean and suddenly realizing the ocean is staring back at you. I leaned closer, my heart racing, my doubts crumbling. Because as strange as it all sounded, there was something undeniable in his trembling voice. He believed it. Every word. And whether you believe him or not, once you hear his story, you cannot walk away unchanged. Because if what he said is true, it means we are not alone. And maybe, we never have been. Sometimes, when we hear stories about the unknown, like a man claiming he had contact with beings not from this world, we may be tempted to dismiss them as fantasy, fear, or imagination. Yet beneath the surface of such stories lies something much deeper, the reminder that life is filled with mysteries we cannot fully explain. We live in an age of technology, logic, and evidence, and still, there are things that shake our understanding of reality. His experience forces us to confront a truth we often ignore: we are small, fragile, and surrounded by a universe too vast for our minds to comprehend. And isn't that exactly how our everyday struggles feel sometimes? We face challenges at work, in relationships, or within ourselves, that seem larger than life, impossible to resolve. And yet, when we lean into the unknown instead of running from it, we discover new strength, new understanding, and sometimes, a new version of ourselves. His encounter with the light, the shadows, and the presence that pressed into his mind is more than just a supernatural tale, it is a mirror of the human journey. Every one of us has moments where we face something incomprehensible, whether it is loss, fear, or the sudden curveballs life throws our way. In those moments, like him standing frozen under the sky, our first instinct is to run. But if we stay, if we face the storm, the fear, or the impossible, we unlock the chance to grow. Life's greatest lessons rarely come when everything is comfortable. They come when we stand in awe of something bigger than ourselves, when we accept that vulnerability and uncertainty are not enemies, but teachers. His story reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep looking into the light, even when it blinds us. Think about the way he described that consciousness pressing against his own, overwhelming and humbling. Isn't that how love feels when it touches us unexpectedly? Or how grief feels when it enters our hearts uninvited? Or how opportunities come, often disguised as risks, pushing us out of the boundaries of what we know? Just like his encounter with the unexplainable, our daily lives are filled with moments that ask us to surrender control and to trust. We are constantly being invited into experiences that demand openness, whether it's starting a new job, falling in love, forgiving someone who hurt us, or daring to pursue a dream others might call impossible. These moments reshape us, expand us, and connect us with something greater. The extraterrestrial contact may not be a reality for most of us, but the experience of being transformed by the unknown? That is universal. His trembling voice, filled with both terror and wonder, reflects the way humans respond when life cracks us open. We resist, we fear, we doubt, but deep down, we long for meaning. And meaning is often hidden in the very places we least want to go. When he said he couldn't unsee what he had witnessed, it reminded me of the way truth works in our lives. Once you face it, whether it is the truth about who you are, the truth about what you need to change, or the truth about the fragility of life, you cannot go back to pretending. His contact forced him to confront a new reality, just as our challenges force us to confront who we really are. And in that confrontation lies freedom. When we stop running from our unknowns, when we stop pretending that fear, grief, or love can't touch us, we step into a deeper life, one that is raw, real, and infinitely more meaningful. So as we reflect on this story, let us not only think about the possibility of extraterrestrial life, but also about what it represents: the courage to face what we do not understand, the humility to admit we are not in control, and the openness to let life transform us in ways we never expected. If he could walk away forever changed by the light that touched him, then maybe we can also walk away changed by the experiences life puts before us. Every challenge, every loss, every love, every opportunity, it is all a kind of contact. A contact with something larger than ourselves. And maybe, just maybe, these encounters are meant to remind us that we are not alone, that life is bigger than our fears, and that the unknown is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this journey. Your time and attention mean more than you can imagine, and it is what keeps stories like these alive. If this reflection touched you, if it made you think, or if it inspired you to look at your own life a little differently, I invite you to take one more step with me: subscribe to the channel, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can create a community where curiosity, courage, and hope are stronger than fear. Until next time, keep your heart open, keep your mind brave, and never stop looking into the light.